What is going on, guys? I'm Nick, and today we're taking a look at another case for the iPhone 14 Pro, and it's going to be one from Smartish, and it's going to be their Gripmunk case. So I know usually I'll have the packaging out here and I'll unbox it for you guys, but packaging for this one just came like pretty messed up, so I didn't want to include that in the video because it felt like a bad representation, and I don't want to show that off. But let me know if you guys prefer to see the packaging, or if you don't mind me just showing the case and we get right to it. So before we get the phone in it, I just want to start with the case itself and give you guys a little showcase of it. Here it is. This is going to be their matte black version. They do have a few colors as well as a clear option. And the case comes in at $20. It's over on Amazon, of course. I'm going to link it down in the description below. And for a price like that, I feel like you get a very nice case. MagSafe compatible, Smartish branding on the inside, and you do have that soft sort of felt lining on the inside as well, help prevent scratches on your phone. I think that's good enough. Now let's grab the iPhone 14 Pro right here. It's gonna be the space black model, and we're just gonna toss it right in, starting with the volume side as always. Pop it in. Pretty nice fit. Let's start with the fit test. Alright, as you can see, you get a little bit of pull over on the buttons. And moving to the top, tiny bit of pull up there, and the bottom, same thing, just a little bit of pull down there as well. Now the sides are very firm. I'm sure you guys see that little bit of pull. I am pulling pretty hard. It's mostly just the volume buttons where it's a little bit easier to pull, but really nothing you'd have to worry about. Looking at the back, we have some pretty nice camera protection right there. So let's check out the wobble test, see how bad or if at all it wobbles when you have your phone down on a table, you're typing away, and pretty much no wobble until we get to that top left corner, which is pretty normal. Top right, just a tiny bit as well, but down at the bottom where you're mostly going to be typing, it's nothing to worry about. Alright, so let's talk actual protection. Here we go, starting with our camera lenses. As you can see, cameras are very nicely recessed down in there, so you don't have to worry about those lenses getting scratched up or anything like that. They are definitely covered. Moving over to the front, I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here, but you still have a very decent screen lip right there. So even if you don't have a screen protector on here, your screen's going to be pretty safe, especially when it comes to scratches and things like that. The screen lip goes all the way around. You have nothing to worry about. Now looking over at our side, something I'm very happy about. If you guys have been watching me, you know what I'm about to say. Rectangle cutout for the mute toggle switch. I love seeing the rectangle cutout. There's always ovals, which again, the oval is completely fine. I just really prefer the rectangle. And this is a very generous cutout as well. Super easy to get to. You really don't even need to use your fingernail. You can just sort of push it with your finger. And then we have completely closed buttons. As you can see, really simple buttons. Let's go ahead and check that out. Not sure if you can hear that. Not the most tactile buttons ever, but still very comfortable, and they don't feel like I'm having to use a ton of extra force to get them to work for me. Moving on to the bottom, we have our lightning port right here. Also a rectangular shaped cutout, love to see that, and rectangle shaped cutouts for our speaker and our microphone. Super nice to see that. They are accurate, which is really nice to see. Over on the power button side, we have just our power button. Let's go ahead and test this one out. It's pretty much the same as the volume buttons. Not the most tactile, but still a nice comfortable button. You don't feel like you have to try super hard to get it to work for you. Looking at the top, we have nothing but that nice texture going around the top. Now, speaking of texture, that's where this case gets its name. It's called the Gripmunk because it's supposed to have a super nice grip to it. And it definitely does. I'm pretty sure you guys you noticed how there's a ton of texture going along all the edges. Both sides of the phone, the top of the phone as well as the bottom. Even the bottom has that texture. Now, something that takes the grip even farther is it has these sort of ridges that sort of go in and like down on the sides of the case. the whole point of that is that when you're holding your phone, your fingers tend to land very naturally in those grooves pretty much, and it makes it really easy for you to hold your phone. And when I first got this case, I really didn't expect that to do anything because the grooves are so minimal. They almost feel like, oh, you can't even see them, so they're not going to do anything. But once you're holding the phone, you definitely feel how your fingers just land in those grooves really perfectly. Super nice to see that, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Also, the texture of the case itself, it's smoother than I thought it was going to be, which is a good thing. Because when cases tend to take this type of texture, which is very granular, I think would be the right word, it almost comes off as rough if it's too rigid. So since it's softer, it really just does work for grip. It doesn't feel uncomfortable or sharp or anything like that. It's a super nice case, and this case does have MagSafe as well, so of course we have to test that out. Well, as always, we're going to start with the Spigen O-Mag ring. It's a phone grip and stand. Snap this right on here, and there we go. I could tell just from that snap-on that these are some very nice magnets. You see I'm shaking it around pretty hard, and it's not going anywhere. Here's a phone stand. Tap on it as hard as you want. And there we go. Definitely trust this case with this accessory right here. Now we're going to test for compatibility when it comes to wireless charging. Snap this on right there. And immediately we start charging. So we know that works. Great to see that. And let's just see. Sure you guys can see and hear that. It is a very strong magnet. Nothing's gonna knock it off. Okay, if you drop your phone, it probably will come off, but then again, battery pack's pretty heavy. You can't expect it to stay on with every drop. Now, one of the big ones, the wallet test. You guys know I like to run my leather wallet. Let me get that animation for you guys. Take it off, snap it on, and there we go. Picks it up just fine, and it does snap on very well. As you can see, wallet's not going anywhere. I feel like if you drop your phone with this one, it actually might keep the wallet on there, which is a really nice thing to see. I do think the material on the back of the case is a little slick, which makes the leather kind of slide on it, but I do feel that the sides make up for that. It's still a very nice, very easy to grip case. I would definitely trust it with my leather wallet. Now, if you've been watching me, you know what test we're going to do next. The final MagSafe test, we're going to see if it can lift this Anker charging stand. Snap it on. And I kind of figured that it would be able to. As you can see, you can even shake it a little bit right there. And this stand is not lightweight. If it falls on my desk, it'll probably dent it. But as you can see, those magnets are definitely no joke. I have kind of noticed a ring forming since I've been using this case for a couple days with my MagSafe accessories, but I feel like it fades away. Not a big deal. So I'll give you guys one last look around the case, and then we'll call it a day. So here's our camera protection one more time. As you can see, cameras are very nicely recessed inside the case. You have nothing to worry about when it comes to that. Moving over to the front, where we have our screen lip. Again, very nice screen lip as well. You can see that lip that goes around the entire phone. Again, screen protector on here. If you don't have a screen protector on, you're probably gonna get even more of a lip. And then we have our rectangle shaped cutout for our mute toggle. Super nice and easy to get to. Full covered volume buttons. Again, you can see that texture along the entire side. And then we have our cutouts down here. Very generous cutout for the lightning port and accurate cutouts for the speaker and microphone. Nothing over on the power side except for those ridges down here for grip and the close power button, which is a very nice one. and then completely closed over on the top. So that's the case, guys. The Smartish Gripmunk, 20 bucks on Amazon. Again, it's gonna be linked in the description down below. And that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more of me, more case videos, be sure to subscribe as well. We're definitely growing a ton, and I'm gonna be putting out even more cases, more videos. I'm trying my best to stay consistent. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any recommendations for cases or accessories, pretty much anything you would like to see showcased in the video, drop it down in the comments below. I try my best to respond to all comments, whether it's just recommendations, questions, anything like that. I do try my best to get to all of you guys. I know I miss a couple every now and then, but I am getting better. Just be patient with me really quick. That's gonna be it for this one, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. No way I'm leaving this thing behind. I know I always do. But that's it for me, guys. I'll see you around.